yeah, and then Soho started to turn against me, and I couldn't control myself, and I saw and I understood. You know, I'm intelligent enough to be able to understand that things were going bad, but there was a part of me that still had that invincibility, that I actually thought, no, I'm bigger than this, I'm stronger than this, I am the king of Soho, I can do what I like, I can go out there, I can drink more than anyone, I can take more coke than anybody, I can pull more women than anybody, I can, I can rule this area. This is what I was thinking. And then I lost my job. And on losing my job, I started to get very worried about how I was going to be able to sustain this lifestyle that I'd become accustomed to. So I'm not thinking to myself, yeah, I'm going to get myself a job to be able to sustain a better future for myself and pay for a mortgage and all these sort of things. I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to do now? I run out of money, I'm going to have to stop drinking. I'm not going to be able to take the gear, I'm not going to be able to go out with the girls. I'm not going to be able to lead this life. What am I going to do? And that's when I started running the secret society. Because I saw it as an easy way for me to be able to clutch hold of the guys that were in that environment with me anyway and say, you know what, guys, we can do this ourselves, and this can be our own little secret club, and I'm going to run these parties for you, and they are going to be fantastic. But I had no idea of how I was going to do it, because I was just in a complete zone of being an addict.
The book is very sexually explicit.
Yeah.
And I think people, well, even in this day and age, might be shocked at the sort of the amount of sex that was being had openly in that environment. I mean, outside of the clubs, just in private, in people's own homes, there was an awful lot of partying going on.
Yeah, there was partying in my flat. There was partying in hotel rooms. As I say, Soho, because I was living there as well, I had the opportunity to be able to say, right, we'll take the party back to mine. And that's what used to go on. And this used to be unlimited amount of girls all the time. I used to wake up and there used to be strangers in my bed all the time. In some cases, it was good. In other cases, I'd wake up and think, I just want to be on my own, because that's what it gets to. I want to be able to have my own space, but it didn't work. I had piles of people coming in all the time, partying 24 hours a day. In some cases, I didn't even go into work. That's why I lost my job. This is what the book is about. Book is about you forget everything that you're supposed to morally do, and all you want is the next fix, and that's the point. And this is where there are so many people that have got themselves in this situation. But I've written about it, and because that's the truth of addiction, and that's what you want. You want more and more and more. And yeah, there was, ridiculous sex explosions. There was everything going on. You can't nail it down. Don't get me wrong, I totally enjoyed it. Of course I enjoyed it. But it's like, in the end, it gets too much for anybody.
And what was your turning point? How did you break this cycle?
Well, I started to realise that I didn't want to be the man I was. I just didn't want to be the father to my son that I was at the time. I wanted to be a good dad, I didn't want to be the son to my mum that I was when I was in the madness and all that. I wanted to be a good son. I wanted to be somebody that she could rely on as she got older. That's important to me. And now, I'm a good husband and, a stepdad, 2 boys, with my wife, and that's the most important thing to me. It's that was my anchor to be able to move away from all that.
That gave you the strength to pull
yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, the knowledge to understand why I behave the way I do, and to have a reason to stop. And you need a good reason to stop.